Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 22 and something different. I'm going to be doing a mod preview video. This is going to be something new to the channel, but hopefully this will go pretty well. So what we're looking at right now is a workshop, a British style workshop that's been created by Lancy Boi. So he's kindly sent me this over early while it's in testing with Giants, and I have to say I thought it was excellent and it was worth just showing you exactly how detailed this is. Now there is two styles of the workshops. There's going to be this one that you can see in front of me, which is like a British style, and then there's also an American style, which we'll look at in a second. So you've probably noticed that this is Calmsden. This is the arable farm up at the top, and then what I've done is kind of placed in the UK workshop, and just to see how it fits and sits pretty well on this farm, and I have to say it does. You can tell that it's definitely got that UK feel to it. It definitely doesn't look out of place, let's put it that way. So I tried to make it realistic, as if you were going to put it onto a map and try and make it look pretty neat. So I tried to put a little extra details in the grass around the edges, and I'm really happy with the outcome. It makes me think that as soon as we get the money within either Calmsden or another map, for example, I wouldn't mind having this definitely on my save game. So let's just have a look around. It's quite a big shed, so it does offer a lot of storage area, so you don't have to just use it as a workshop. The trigger is quite wide, which is pretty good, but you can also use it as storage for vehicles or parking places. It is really good. I do like it. I have to say it's definitely one of the best workshops that you can get, I'd say, right now as a mod. So full credit to Lancy Boi on this one. He has put a hell of a lot of time and effort in, and the detail really does shows. Look at all these extras, this piping. So there's three entrances, as you can tell. I do like that MOT sign, really like that. So there's three entrances, so let's just open up all three of these and we can have a quick look inside. But like I said, it is pretty big. Now the light switches, you can see there is a light switch somewhere, but you don't actually have to activate the light switch. So this is like the light switch over here, but if you stand anywhere within it and press the button, so if we go open the F1 menu, you can see that I have got a few other mods on, but if I turn on light shed is L for me. I'm using an Xbox controller right now. As you can see, the lights, all the lights do work. It has got a little sound effect as well. So at night time, that would look pretty cool. These cones as well, I do like how they separate the three bays, but these can actually be moved around, which is even better. Now I imagine that they'll reset as you load back into the game, which is pretty good because you can knock them over as well. So the trigger itself, what I'm going to do right now, if we just move over to here and then press this, you can see that it picks up the pickup that's in the middle bay. I'm going to just park a few more vehicles into all the three bays so you can see that the trigger is quite wide. You don't have to park it in a certain area. It's really nifty like that. So let's park the JCB on the far right bay. That'll do. And then we'll go get the telehandler. And then we'll grab it, and then we'll jump in the telehandler, park it on the far left bay. And then hopefully what we'll see is we can actually enter the workshop and see that all three of these vehicles now show up. So like I said, this is in testing right now with Giants. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything works out, it should be coming to Mod Hub hopefully really soon. So you'll have the option of this and also the American style workshop that comes in a pack. So it's one mod, but you have the option to place down both of them. So if we press this now, you can see that all three of these are here, so we can repair, customize like you normally would do. But obviously you don't have to worry about placing it into like a small box trigger. Let's say if it was in the corner here, then you'd have to obviously move each vehicle at a time. But I do like the fact that the trigger is quite wide on this, so you can place all your vehicles in here, for example, put them in each bay, and then yeah, you could probably look after multiple vehicles at once. So it'd be really good for winter time, because after your vehicles have had, you know, some use throughout the year, and you want to sort them out over the winter when it gets a little bit more quiet, you can park all your vehicles away in here, store them away out of the you know, the environment, and then at the same time you can look after them and do some maintenance on them. So let's just see if we put in another one behind. Let's try and put it behind the pickup in the middle bay. Will it show up 4? So let's just put that there. We'll get rid of the F1 menu now. So now we should have 4, and we do. So it really is a massive workshop. Now this, I think this one's, for me, is my favourite, just because of the fact that I play more UK maps, but I do like the size of this. It seems like this one's bigger, but the good thing about the American one as well is it's got doors on both sides, so you can, it's like a drive-through workshop, so you could technically drive through, whereas this, you're going to park in and then obviously reverse back out. So let me just show you quickly where you're going to find it. So you're obviously going to go into your normal shop menu, but then you're going to go down to construction, and then if you go to buildings, and if we go to tools, right at the end of tools you've got these 3 options. So you've got the English workshop, which is the one that we're looking at right now. I'll place this down. I'm going to ruin this field, but you know, it'll be alright. Technically this is the exact one we've just put down. And then we've also got a drive-through English workshop. So you've obviously got a different option here. You can have the exact same thing, but you can drive through it. Now, like I said, the American one is standard as a drive-through, but the good thing about the British one is you do have the option to drive through as well. So if we look at this, is the original one that I was just showing you around. So it's got like a back to it, the wall. But the beauty about this one is we can now drive through as well. So again, same features, but obviously we can drive through it. And the layout's a little bit different. You can see that there's a few workbenches over here, and it's a little bit different layout, but the same feature and the same principle applies. But the beauty of it is now you can drive through. So this is a big workshop. This is good for this really is good for a farm like Calmsden, where you're going to have some big equipment, and who knows, there'll be plenty more UK maps that this is just going to fit perfectly on. So I think what I'll do now is I'll jump out. I'm going to go to a US style map, and we'll have a look at the US workshop that's in this pack as well. Right, so as you can see, we've now switched maps. We're on an American style map, and this is the shed. So this is the other option that we get within the workshop pack by Lancy Boi, and you can tell that this is definitely still a really high detailed shed. Really nice feature to have on an American style farm, but it's obviously got that kind of American structure to it. So instead of it being like it was before, where we got the bricks and then it was like the metal sheeting or metal cladding, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of got this panel effect. Now you do see this quite a lot on sheds. I think the one over there on this map itself does have that kind of feature. Yes, it's a different colour, but it does look like it's fits in just really well on this map. Now I don't know if it's wood. I don't know. I mean, without guessing, I guess it's either wooden panels or it's like a metal sheeting that has that effect. But you can tell that it perfectly fits really well on an American style map. And like I said, it is a little bit smaller, but same features apply. So you've got a big open area in the middle to use as a trigger, and then it's a drive-through one. Now obviously I've placed this by some trees and a fence, so you won't really drive through very well. You'd obviously want to place it a bit better than what I have, but I have tried to obviously put in a little bit of extra details around the side, just so I was trying to simulate if I was actually placing it down on a map or on a save game, what it'd look like. So if we close it up again, you can put the lights on from wherever you are within the building, it doesn't matter, as long as you press the trigger for it. So I'm pressing L3 on my Xbox controller right now. So then again, over here there's obviously your trigger that'll bring up the workshop. Pretty straightforward to what I've just shown you. I tried to put obviously a nice truck in here with some extra details. These don't come within this. This is something that I've placed in just for that initial cinematic little shot I did, just to show off again a bit of an example of what it would be like if you tried to put it in on your farm. So there is a door here that opens and closes if you want to get quick access. The same with the UK one. There was a door like as you walked in on the far right hand side. It was about there. So you do have the shutter doors, but then you also do have the small doors. Let's just have a quick look in the construction menu again before I end the video, and we can have a quick price comparison. So the double door UK one, the drive-through one, was 90,000. This one's 60,000, and this one, the UK one without the drive-through, is 60,000. So I actually think for £60,000, this is a bargain. It's a good size as well. So there we go. I think that shows off both of these workshops perfectly on each setting, US or UK. So keep an eye out for them. They'll be coming soon, hopefully on Mod Hub. Like I said, they are within testing right now with Giants. So as soon as they get the approval, they'll be on the Mod Hub. And yeah, definitely add them onto your farm, either if you're on a US map or a UK map. So a big thank you to Lancy Boi. Thanks for sharing this with me. I really do appreciate that. And also really do appreciate everyone that's taken the time to watch this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.